let's talk about. Let me go ahead and close this. Let's see. I got a quiz for you, men.
Okay.
Pop quiz, hotshot.
Pop quiz.
Here's a bomb on a bus.
Oh no, I hate this movie.
Not
That's
that
a lie. I
quiz.
love that movie.
That movie, I recently rewatched it, by the way. It is gloriously corny.
Oh, it's amazing.
And it's funny because that movie was the shit years ago.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we got a few people on Ustream. Awesome. I should probably let's go ahead and mention that. I forget to mention this. There are multiple ways you can check out this show. If you want to catch us live, we typically record on a Sunday evening, usually once a month. Ustream.tv/channel/brainstatic, and I usually do link it at brainstatic.net. Also, what else? You see, we have a YouTube channel. I believe that's youtube.com/brainstatic. I think
Yells.
that may not be right, but that is also
I thought
always
you changed
linked.
it.
No, I never changed it.
Okay.
I'm far too lazy to change stuff. I say you can check us out there.
You can consult your local fortune teller. I think the tea leaves know that.
Your local fortune teller, gypsy, your yoga master. Who else? Your nutritionist probably knows who we are.
Nutritionists, yeah, chiropractors. They know. They know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This podcast, by the way, little known fact, high in vitamin D.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I got that vitamin D.
Low blow.
Yeah, low blow.
Am I ashamed for making that joke? I should be, but I'm not. But anyway, you can check us out there, and of course on iTunes, and of course whatever RSS feed, brainstatic.net or totalbspodcast.com. There we go. Now
also, you can see us live on Ustream.
I said that at the beginning.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Okay, whatever. Same thing.
I've been drinking way more than you. How did I remember that? Way more than you. Anyway,
I have feelings.
I took this quiz earlier, and I'm going to withhold the results because I want Ben to take this quiz.
I can't wait.
This is from BBC Future.
I used to like taking those quizzes. Remember, like back in the day, the Cosmo quizzes.
Which ones were?
Oh yeah, man! You go buy the Cosmopolitan magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all like.
Are those like the sex quizzes?
Yes.
Oh no.
Which sex position are you?
What result did you get?
I don't know. I was always like the helicopter crab or something, but you know.
The helicopter! All right. So anyway.
Your love is a spinning motion. To
And,
just spin away.
Where the hell does this quiz start? What the hell?
Nick, you broke it.
Did I break it?
We
here
just
go.
started this.
It's right there.
Never mind. I was about to start
There we go.
blaming everything
How
on
you like that picture?
Yeah, it's a self-portrait.
Is that like a stock photo of a drunk person that the BBC decided to use?
It looks like a stock photo.
I can't even do that. That's like a. I can't even. I'm trying. Wait, hold on. It's like you got to kind of look at your nose, but not. Like, it doesn't really work. I can't do that face. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and start. Okay, so here we go. Feel free to play along at home.
Okay.
Okay, do you find your favorite tipple, which I assume means drink, this is gloriously British.
Yes.
Does it lubricate your thoughts, dull your wits, or leaves you just as smart or dumb as you always were?
I would say lubricates your thoughts.
Lubricates your thoughts?
Yes.
Really? So you like to do a little drinking?
Well, no,
you,
no, I can't help it because like I start drinking.
I get drinking.
I get drinking.
That is so gloriously South Shore of you.
Look,
that's almost West Bank. You work on the West Bank.
No,
that is gloriously West Bank. I get drinking.
The older I get, the more my inner yat comes out. It just happens.
Inner yat. You did live in Bucktown for quite some time.
I did.
I know.
But yeah, so I get drinking.
Get drinking.
And I'm just like, oh man, wouldn't it be cool if? And then I just it goes, and I can't.
Exactly. So anyway, all right. Do sober people find you hard to understand when drunk? No, yes, or can't remember?
No, but I'm probably extraordinarily obnoxious.
I would say in the past you were quite obnoxious, but you've gotten fairly tore up in here on the occasional section. I don't think you've ever really lost it.
No, because I start thinking about stuff, and you and Chris get like, oh,
yeah, it's been well documented. When I've had a few,
and I'm over there thinking about the best way to whatever it is that I'm thinking about.
Word. You definitely get introverted. Okay, so let's see. On a night out, do you take chances, occasionally putting yourself at risk of embarrassment, or remain the voice of reason?
There's no occasionally putting myself at risk of embarrassment. There is just embarrassing myself, so I'll go with that.
All right. We'll click on that one. All right, next question. When tipsy, do you find it easier to talk to strangers?
I already talked to strangers, so yes.
Wait, but do you find it easier when on alcohol?
Yes.
Because I think you really.
Mm-hmm.
You strike me as a type that would be fine either way, but you find it easier.
It depends because, like, when I'm drunk around y'all, I know you. I can just chill.
Sure.
But if I'm out in a social setting and I get a few drinks in me, yes, I talk to more people than usual.
Okay. All right. So yes, it is.
Usually about really dumb shit.
Oh wow! Just like this podcast.
So much.
Just
worse.
like this podcast.
So much worse.
All right. Here we go. Next question: do a few drinks make you cheerful and kinder than normal, sulky and angry, or neutral? You see little
I'm already pretty
change.
Nice. I mean, I would say it improves.
You're a pretty nice guy.
I would say it improves my mood.
So it makes you more cheerful.
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
Way more. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, I'm already pretty accepting and gracious about everything, but I'm way accepting and cheerful about everything, whilst inebriated.
I don't think I've ever really seen you angry. Now that I think about it.
I don't get angry.
Yeah, but you and Chris share that quality, by the way. I don't know if I've ever seen you two angry, ever.
If somebody ever says something inflammatory, I'm just like, well, that's something.
People ask me, by the way, all the time if that's an act that Chris puts up. Like, is he really happy that all the time? It's not an act. That's
right.
really him.
Yeah.
Like, that's really him. Like, seriously, if you've watched this podcast enough, I know he's kind of new to the new show, the old listeners, in case you're wondering. No, seriously, that's really him. He doesn't really, trust me, that's not an act. Anyway, do you find yourself spilling your deepest thoughts and feelings with your friends? Yes, no, or can't remember.
I mean, I'm pretty candid regardless. I mean, so I guess.
Yes.
I mean, I tend to keep I don't like getting deep about stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
You're gonna say no.
Yeah.
No.
Because I don't just offer up like the deep life's big questions kind of thing. But if you ask me about it, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I really wish that I could say I could answer the same, but the truth is the opposite. I am totally the guy that, like, if I get involved in a conversation, I'll pull you aside and be like, dude, let me tell you about how my week went. I'm very much go with the flow kind of guy. So, like, if I start there, I'm going to stay there. If I'm in the happy-go-lucky, let's fuck around, then I'll stay there, and I won't really deviate too much. Anyway.
I'm more or less likely to go into the... Do you think it'd be possible to make shoes for mice? Because there's really little.
That would be kind of difficult.
I know, because
would mice even like shoes? Because
probably not.
It would cover their. They need their nails.
I would imagine that you just got to tape their feet and then watch them walk around like cats.
Oh God, you're like. Is that the sound of? All right, let's see. How does a night of excess normally end? With a group hug? Is that a euphemism? With an argument, or you can't remember?
A night of excess?
A night of excess. They're leaving a few things out of this question, by the way.
Yeah, I would say it's somewhere in between hug and can't remember.
Somewhere in between? Well, unfortunately, for sake of this quiz, we have to pick just one.
I'm going to go ahead and say group hug, but I'm not a touchy-feely person. That's the thing.
No.
I'd much rather a decent, solid high five.
I don't even like that.
You know?
No. One of the new jobs that I started recently, I went back to work for the radio station.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, I don't really want to say which one because I don't want to get in trouble. But
you're in trouble already, buddy.
Exactly. But there's more than one person there that's I touch you when I talk to you sort of person.
Ooh, yeah.
They're totally nice people. Like, I seriously don't have anything against them, but that drives me crazy because every
makes
time
me
they
crazy.
touch me, it's like, don't touch me. Stop
okay,
it.
so when you're talking, does this person kind of reach and grab your elbow? Is it one of those?
Yes, it's that kind of person. Narvi on Ustream, plastic bags and tape equal mouse shoes.
I like that, but you would get a similar result, I believe, in that like a cat, trying to shake it off.
Watch them freak out. Yeah, but
then jump in your face.
Yeah.
And start biting.
Yeah, but I can't be the only person. Like, I don't know where this starts, but the people who like to touch when they talk, that drives me crazy. Don't touch me.
And it makes me like. And the out of your way to reach your elbow and oh yeah man, listen, I'm like ah.
Yeah, I'm not totally antisocial. I don't completely.
You're pretty antisocial.
You know, you're right. Yeah, I would totally stay home. I did it today. I was off all day today. It's my one day off a week. I'm working 6 days a week right now. My one day off, I stayed home and watched football with my son. That's what I did. I didn't really do much
When
of
new
anything
people
else.
show up, Nick just kind of turns around, runs, and screams.
I do. I have no problem going into a crowded bar room and going on stage and performing. I can do that just fine. If you put me in a social situation with the exact same people,
But then he
I
asks.
get
But
quiet.
then he asks to be escorted out in a guitar case because he doesn't want to have to deal with anybody.
Don't touch. Don't touch.
You might be a little bit on the spectrum there, buddy.
I might be. I'm not even going to sit here and try to deny it. There is, believe me, that thought has crossed my mind more than once. Yikes.
Are we done?
Nope.
Oh.
we're not. What were we doing? Oh, that's right. We were doing that quiz, weren't we? Okay. At the end of the evening, do you find yourself being bundled into a taxi, bus, or metro train?
Okay.
Bundling your friends into a taxi, bus, or metro train, or safely escorting your friends all the way home.
Okay, if we're talking about like in my heyday of partying,
Yeah.
I was the perpetual.
Which was yesterday.
No.
Your heyday was totally yesterday.
I was always the perpetual designated driver.
Really?
Yeah.
You weren't the one getting tore?
No,
Tore up?
because here's the thing. I was the
Getting
only
tore
one.
up.
I was the only one like with the wherewithal to know how things were actually going to happen. Like I'd be like, "Yeah, man, we should go out. We're going to drink, have a good time." And then somebody would be like, "Yeah, man, I'll drive." And that person starts putting down 4 or 5 drinks, and I got to stop drinking.
Oh, okay. So
You know?
you know what? You and I are kind of the same ilk in that respect. Because if I see that like everybody's getting,
I'm
out of
all
hand,
like, I'm
oh,
all like,
crap.
this is already heading south.
Got to switch to water.
Somebody has to like take control and responsibility here, and that dude ain't doing it.
That means we're the fuddy-duddies at parties. You know that?
No.
fuddy-duddies.
I troll drunk people at parties.
Oh, you fuck with them.
when I'm
You're the guy
forced-
who takes the Sharpie and writes on
No,
their
when
face after they pass out.
when I'm forced to stop drinking, the only thing I have left to do is just like general shenanigans.
Oh yeah.
Like for instance, okay, a number of years ago, I was at a party, and again, I was the not by choice designated driver.
Okay.
And while the rest of my party was out, or at this party, getting obliterated and whatnot, I was just walking around, taking in the sights, and I was sitting, and this other guy sits next to me. He had a copy of The Sun Also Rises tucked in his back pocket, and
That sounds familiar, but I can't.
classic
place it.
Hemingway novel.
Ah, yes. Okay.
One of his better ones, one of my favorites, and
You're all literate and red.
Well, so I talked to the guy. Well, anyway, he's crying.
Oh God.
He's crying. And,
no.
And I didn't realize I was ready to start talking about Hemingway, and he's all. And
That's
he's
usually
all,
the last person you want to talk to. By the way, the person who's crying.
Well, he
while
sat down
drinking.
next to me. I'm like, hey, cool, somebody to talk to.
And he's gonna cry though.
And he's already crying. He sits down,
That's usually when you go like.
he sits down. Like I can see his face is red, and he's got the tears and stuff. And I'm like, oh, son of a.
Uh-oh.
And anyway, so he's going on about like some girl or something like that. But,
Oh,
but,
no.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. But then it turns into like he starts like telling me about like his knowledge and things like that, because clearly he's a cultured, knowledgeable dude.
He's
And
cultured, buddy.
He was telling me about, man, did you know like dinosaurs? They, it's not like in the fucking movies and comic books, man. They have feathers. And I'm like, yeah, actually, the chickens and whatnot are their modern day ancestors. So and he's like, yeah, man, exactly. I'm all like, so man, if we can go back in time, and barbecue a dinosaur, it should be delicious.
You know what? That is an astoundingly great philosophical point.
And so
Dinosaurs taste like chicken because
Exactly.
they have feathers. I like this assumption.
and so the guy stops because he was like all into it, and he was into being smart and stuff. And I said this, and then he stops, and he gives me like the most serious look, and he's all like,
Uh-oh.
"This is why our educational system has failed."
What?
I'm all like, oh, okay.
Because nobody knows the dinosaurs have feathers?
He assumes I'm an idiot.
Well, let's be honest.
Well,
People
but
who
so,
meet us, they kind of make that assumption.
Well, right. He's like, man.
Or they may have watched the show.
That comment, what you said right there, that just shows that this educational system has failed, man. It's failed. I'm like, you know what? You're right.
Oh, shit.
I went to public school. I did, and I was failed. The public school system failed me. He's like, exactly. And he
This is a sad story.
And he sat there and he was all quiet again, didn't say a word, got up and left.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
How drunk was he?
Oh, he
He
what's
was
the
gone.
3 sheets of the wind or whatever? Yeah, like
He was gone.
I'm sure he
See, you have way more patience for this sort of stuff than I
I
do,
like
by the
to
way.
think that he went and found the girl and made things right.
That would be the happy ending.
Mm-hmm.
You are a bit of an optimist.
I always assume that he made it right. Because after he had
That's a very optimistic.
because after he
point
had
of
his
view.
encounter with me, he realized that there was that somebody has to have their shit together, and it might as well be him.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very deep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. What were we doing again?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we're doing
Oh
this
yeah. Let's go ahead and I'll just say safely escorting friends all the way home because that's usually what I wound up doing anyway.
Okay, there we go. All right, let's click that. Let's see what's next. You are Mary
I'm Mary
Poppins.
Poppins.
Even when drunk, you are sweeter than a spoonful of sugar.
Aw.
Just try saying supercalifragilisticexpialidocious after a few whiskeys, though.
I can
There you
do it.
go. Yeah, see, my result, by the way, was Ernest Hemingway. Actually, I can't remember what that entails.
You probably got dark and depressed and all like.
I get very introspective.
Yeah.
I get very introspective, and I go very much inside myself. Unless, and this is true, if I'm out drinking with friends and the conversation keeps going, I will stay out of that. I will stay out of my own head. But if I drink, and I drink a lot more alone than I really want to admit, like I do get very in my own head and in my own nonsense. So there you go.
Oh, you don't have any nonsense. But I'm glad to know that I'm Mary
I do have
Poppins. This is
nonsense.
good.
You are Mary
This is
Poppins.
good.
Where's your umbrella?
Actually,
Are you gonna
I
fly
have
away?
actually I have 3 umbrellas.
Yeah, 3 umbrellas.
Yeah, and they're supposed to protect me from rain.
Do they?
No, and here's why.
Okay.
I'll get out of my car, go to at work, and I have to walk from the parking lot to the building. It's raining.
Okay.
So I bring my umbrella with me to get in the building.
Hot
And then
work.
when I leave and it's not raining, I leave the umbrella up there. So now I have 3 umbrellas at work and none in my car.
Sad story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna eat the tears.
Salty.
Salty tears.
So anyway, I have 3 umbrellas at work, if that makes any difference.
Jesus Christ. Alrighty, I think that can take us. To
Actually,
our,
my cubicle looks a little bit like Sanford and Son.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Ba-da, 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 ba-da.
Anyway.
All right. I think it's a good place to take our first break.
Okay.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. If you're watching live on Ustream, you'll get to hear us set up the next break. That's the advantage of watching us live. You get to hear us.
Don't forget to look at Joanna.
You can totally forget to do that, and it's acceptable. All right, we will be back.
Put your mouth on it.
Ben, you want to pick a number from 1 through 14?
3.
3? Okay, here we go.
If you were wondering where we went, we were on break. But we're
Oh, wait,
back
shit.
and it's fine.
That's the wrong one. Wait, I
There's
fucked up.
some
Oh, crap.
more.
I'm sorry. It's supposed to be that one. Going to break. We're going to break. We're going to break. You
That's
will
right
be
one.
right back. Right, we'll be back.